Welcome everybody. Another week, another batch of new watches we're about to launch. Episode number 26 of this week's watches. This is Jasper from Amsterdam Vintage Watches. Thank you for joining us once again. If you've seen the 25 previous episodes, you know what is about to happen. But every week, a new set of watches. And starting with the watch I'm wearing myself. I'm really into the gold and steel lately. At first I didn't love it at all. Now I can't get enough of it. This time it's the reference 16253, which is the chronograph Datejust. Basically a regular Datejust, but then with the bidirectional turning bezel in gold and steel with a very funky blue dial. That's on my wrist today. The watch is from 1988. Price being 4,600 euros, and it's one of the 7 Rolexes we have today. But these 6 will be dropped this week. In 1979, Rolex first introduced the quick set date function. This watch is from 1 year before, 1978, the last 4-digit reference number for the Rolex Oyster Perpetual date. A very specific one, 1505. Bicolor, once again. This watch having a yellow gold, more kind of engine turned bezel and a 19mm gold and steel Jubilee bracelet. It's not a very common combination on the date. 34mm case. The watch is 3,650 euros and is a very cool start to your own collection. Proceeding with the 36mm version, the Datejust, also on the Jubilee bracelet, reference 16014, so it has the white gold fluted bezel, a very interesting and particular dial, gray color with white writing. Very uncommon and lovely to see. It's a very nice watch that we have here, also kept in a great condition, the watch dating back to 1982, and the price is 4,200 euros. Up next is a very special watch. Reference 6502 was only made in a very small production run, and this is the very first I ever had, and it's an honor introducing this piece for the price of 7,200 euros. It was produced in 1958, and so lovely about this watch with the fluted bezel that the dial consists of two separate parts. The inner bezel, which isn't rotating but it's just the minute track over there, and the very clean dial, no date function, nothing, but it's very mesmerizing piece. I love the looks of the face of this watch, and also the sizing is precisely perfect for every gentleman. The bracelet has a original Rolex gold buckle in 14mm, which is also not seen very often. Regularly it's on the 16mm buckle. You ask and we deliver. The Rolex GMT Master 2, reference 16710. Yes sir, it's with the Pepsi bezel. Optional to be delivered on a Jubilee bracelet. The watch is from 1997 with the beautiful tritium hour markers and tritium handset, never been replaced, and the bezel turning in a very nice color. It's not often we see the blue turning into a purplish kind of color, and it's very lovely in combination with the red. Price is 7,600 euros. No waiting list on this piece. The single quickset date saw first light in 1978, and this piece is one of the nicest we've ever seen. Why? Because it has such a nice black dial, full Roman minute track. All the writing is done in gold. Very nice condition of the bracelet, which is virtually stretch free. The case remains in very strong condition. The bezel is very sharp still. The fluted bezel is one of my most beloved features on this watch. Price being 12,400 euros. Cop it or regret it for the rest of your fucking life. We have been bringing you very special diving pieces. Of course, the Seamaster 300 was a great example, delivered and issued to the RAF. But this watch is at least a special. 1974 is the date of this watch, delivered to Comex, a very special reference, 5514. Helium escape valve we find on the side of this watch, specially integrated for these diving pieces. Also displayed on the case back engraving, and as well on the service dial, because the watch has been fully overhauled by Rolex, coming with the service papers specifying this watch as an original watch delivered to Comex, but they did replace the dial for this beautiful piece with still the white gold hour marker surroundings and a very glossy finish, beautiful Comex logo on top. This has to be one of the favorite diving watches we ever presented. Price is on request, so if you're interested, don't hesitate to hit us up, because pieces like these, you don't find them so often. I hope you like this week's watches. Once again, I'm very happy to bring you these pieces, all in beautiful condition. My favorite watch has to be the Comex, historically important piece, but also the very first time we offered this reference is a special feeling to me. Furthermore, of course, we had the beautiful dated with the black dial, golden steel, which I'm enjoying more and more. A day just can't miss, and especially with a gray dial with the white text. It's a very nice piece, and the GMT Pepsi will be probably sold before this video actually is online, but if it's not, choose wisely. Talking about choosing wisely, I wish to tell you one more thing, and that's the best day to buy a vintage watch is today. Cheers.